Hi Aquarius, welcome to your February 22 money reading. We're going to do a quick checkup to see what's going on with your money situation, any obstacles that you might be facing, all that stuff. I'm going to start by clearing the energy with the singing bowl. I'm using a bigger one today, see how I like it. We'll see. I like the tone of this one better than my Tibetan, but the size, we'll see if it's too much for this space. So while I'm doing the singing, we'll use this time to connect with Spirit, Source, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it. So we are all on the same plane, on the same page, and we are all connected as one. Also use this time to call on any specific spirit guides, ancestors, archangels, guardian angels that you want to be present for this reading. All right, and if you're listening to this on headphones, turn it down for just a second. I don't want to hurt you guys' ears with this, and I don't know how loud it is on your end. So just to be on the safe side, yeah, I'm going to get into it. Here we go. Okay, let's get into it. I'm going to be using my traditional Rider-Waite tarot for you guys today. All right, first card out, the Presence, Four of Swords. Don't be scared, it's daytime. I'm here with you. I just need you to finish your schoolwork, okay? That's it, just go get it done so we can move on with our day, okay? Okay, please don't interrupt, it's very rude. Thank you. I'll be out in a little bit. Thank you. Okay. Shut the door behind you. I love you. I'll be out in a little bit. Alright, what is the challenge regarding money for Aquarius right now? Spirit, speak to me and through me the challenge. Two of Swords. Okay. Got the Four of Swords as your present energy regarding the situation. Situation being money, finance, financial health, well-being. What's this? 7? No, 9. Yeah, 9. 9 of Wands in the past. This is the energy that got you to the point that you're at now. Alright, what else? Spirit, speak. Alright, and then the Ten of Wands for the future. So, progress, I guess, but not quite in the direction that we're wanting to go. Above and below. I'm doing a traditional Celtic cross today. Let's see how much space. I might move this over a bit. I wanted it to be center, but because the rest of the cards are going to go right here, I'm going to move it over a little bit. Alright, what else, Spirit? What do we have for the advice? External forces, hopes and fears, and the outcome. Spirit, speak to me, through me. What's this? Advice. Okay. Got the Five of Swords for the advice. It's interesting. Alright. External force. external forces, hopes, and fears, and the outcome. Okay, I switched these two because Spirit told me to, so I do what I'm told. Alright, let's get into it. For your present energy, you have the Four of Swords. You could find yourself in a contemplative, kind of reflective, maybe a little bit more still than you're used to, taking things a little bit more slowly. You could find yourself being called to meditation more than usual at this time as well. If not, I would definitely explore that. But it feels like you are in like a quiet time, just kind of a little bit of a timeout, maybe. Whether self-imposed or Spirit kind of puts you in a timeout, which means it is Mercury retrograde, so maybe your technology, your internet's down, you're having a difficult time like communicating, getting things to load, getting your feed to load, stuff like that. So maybe you're just taking a little bit of a break from social media, which is always, I think, a great thing, especially during Mercury retrograde when technology and communication especially tends to go awry a little bit easier. Taking a beat to kind of be by yourself and check in with yourself, see how you're feeling, see how you're doing, your mental health. All of those things are very, very important. And again, Mercury retrograde is a perfect time to do that because so many things tend to go wrong. So if you disconnect from the things that go wrong, you kind of eliminate that factor. Also, it's your birthday season, so happy birthday to those of you who have already celebrated. I forgot to say it while I was doing my little intro. For those of you who have already had your birthday, happy birthday to those of you who it's today, who have one coming up soon. Best wishes to you all. I hope it's the best birthday ever, and it's filled with joy and laughter and fun, and all the things that you've been wishing for. So yeah, during your birthday season, that might also be why you're called to go into a little bit more reflective, maybe evaluate this year, the things that you've accomplished, what you still have yet to accomplish, what you wanted to accomplish and haven't, those kinds of things. I feel like that's kind of the energy that you are in right now. Challenge for you guys, Two of Swords. This is a card of stalemate. It's needing to make a decision, but not making a decision one way or another. It's just kind of like you're just not making a choice. And that presenting itself as a challenge is telling me you need to make a choice one way or another, right, wrong, or indifferent. A choice has to be made because you can't stay in a stalemate. You can't stay in stagnant energy forever. If you stay in stagnant waters, you'll die, right? You have to keep moving. You have to keep going. You have to keep progressing. And if you're scared that you're going to make a wrong decision, you're scared to make a choice because you don't want it to be the wrong choice, don't let that hold you up because, and I know this might sound, you might be like, I disagree with that, Caitlin. A choice is better than no choice, even if it turns out to be the wrong choice. It's still a choice. It's still progress. It's still movement in the right direction, in my opinion. And I feel like you guys have done a lot, of reflecting and contemplation and studying even about this decision. So I don't feel like there is a wrong choice here. It's just like, just make the choice. And if you're like, I don't really feel like I have any choices to be made right now, okay, that's fine. You will. Just keep this in mind that take your time to obviously evaluate, but don't stay stuck forever. This choice has to be made. And if it's a choice like this is money and finance, so maybe it's a choice in career. Maybe you're like, should I stay at this job or should I pursue other things? The longer you keep yourself in limbo, the more you're going to feel stuck. The more you're going to feel like, well, now I can't leave because I have to do this, this, and this. Well, now you know what I mean? It's like all these things keep popping up the longer you stay in a situation and the longer you procrastinate this decision, the more things are going to crop up and like present themselves as reasons why you should stay stuck. And you don't want that. You want to progress. You want movement forward. The past, what has gotten you to this point now in regards to your money? This is the 9 of Wands. This is the Wounded Warrior card. You've probably heard people say that. This is a card of having a lot of trials, having a lot of tribulations and things that feel like obstacles from the outside looking in. But for you, it's more like you've used them as stepping stones. You've kind of built your way to the point where you're at because of these adversities, because of these obstacles, because of the things that have been thrown at you. And instead of letting it knock you down and letting it stop you from making progress, you're using it. You are like, okay, thanks. And you just it's another rung in your ladder to get you to where you want to go. The thing about it, though, is that you move into your future card is the 10 of Wands. So at some point, it's like they do become a burden. Like you're kind of letting other people dump on you and not really setting firm boundaries. Maybe at work, they're putting more on your plate. It's like more and more responsibilities, taking on more, and maybe not necessarily getting the raise that you feel like should come with it. Like if I'm taking on more work, if I'm taking on more responsibilities, I need my money to reflect that. And it might not be. So at this point, it just feels like more shit, more burdens, more stuff being added to the pile. And you're just like, to the point, I mean, you're going to be, because it's your future card, you're going to be to the point where it's like, okay, I'm done. Maybe that's kind of what takes you to the tipping point to make this decision. I feel like if I have any advice to give to you, it's don't let it get to this point before you make the decision. If you see it heading in this direction, make the decision now and remove yourself from the equation so you don't get dumped on, so you don't get overburdened, so you're not taking on other people's shit when you don't need to. Like, you've got enough of your own. Like, why would you take on more of other people's? Right? And that's my opinion. I mean, don't grain of salt, right? So the above position is what's your goal, what you want, what you're working towards in your conscious mind. And then below is what is supporting it in the subconscious. Or what is happening. That maybe not even supporting. It's either in support of or it's in conflict with. And I feel like this is in support of. It's like you've got the 6 of Swords for your goal in your subconscious mind. You really want to leave something behind. You want to walk away. You want to move to smoother waters. You want the conflict and the chaos to end. And you want to be at peace. You want to be balanced. You want to leave it all behind. And in support of that, you have the 7 of Wands. It's like you have the stamina and the wherewithal and the ability to do that. Just know that. Know that you do have what it takes to leave things behind. If you want to, the universe will always support you. If you choose to leave a job behind, another one will be there before you even know it. Right? Advice. The 3 of Wands. Come up with a plan. This is a card of a solid plan. It's having a vision, but beyond having a vision, it's having a solid foundation underneath that vision. A solid support underneath that dream and that vision that you see for your life. This is coming business plans, crunching numbers so you can present them to people. Maybe you're putting together like a serious business plan to present to investors. And if you're not, that's the advice. Do that. If you have an idea for a business and you've been kind of on the fence of whether you're going to stay at a company or if you're going to start your own business, this to me is telling me that you should start your own business, that you should follow the path of you relying on your own talents and your own dreams and your own ambitions and not supporting someone else's. But do it with a solid plan underneath you. Excuse me. External forces. There's a lot of shitty, sneaky, conniving, backstabbing. Even this person feels like they got away with something, like, ha ha ha, I've got 3 swords and they're leaving with nothing, and the people in the background are like defeated. This is the card of stepping on people's toes, not giving a fuck about anybody else, what they've got going on, what they're doing. It's like it's self-interest, but it's also self-destruction. So that's kind of, the people around you could be in this energy of like detriment to themselves because they're trying to maybe tear you down, or tear you down, step on your toes. They feel like in order for them to get to the top, they have to push you down. And that, yeah, bud. Okay, good job. You can play your game now. I'll be out in just a minute. Okay. I love you. Shut the door all the way, please. Leave the cat alone. Logan, come on. Bud, shut the door. You're interrupting. Thank you.
Thank you. It's pretty easy.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Good job, bud. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, baby. Okay, thank you. So this is just energy that is kind of out of your control. It's around you, it's out there, but it will definitely affect the outcome of this situation. So say you're in a situation at work and the people around you, your coworkers, your boss even, is just really shitty. They're one of those people that make jokes at other people's expenses, just kind of put other people down, either to make themselves feel better or to make other people laugh, is what I'm getting. And that might propel you to make this decision to leave that job even faster. It's like, okay, well, if this is the energy that I'm going to be in day after day, and I know it doesn't resonate with me, I know it makes me feel like shit, I know they don't like me and they're talking shit about me, I'm going to leave this situation because I want to be where I'm celebrated and not where I'm like, not even tolerated. They're not even tolerating you. It feels like they're kind of shitting on you. And that might propel you to make this decision to go out on your own even faster. And if this isn't starting your own business, because not everybody wants to do that. That's not in everybody's vortex, is how I'm going to say that. I don't know how else to say it. If it's not starting your own business, it could just be changing career paths, but using more of your talents and not just like a kind of like an arduous, laborious job. It has nothing really to do with your talents. It's just like they need a body. You know what I mean? To push boxes or whatever it is. All right. Really, Ruben? Hopes and fears. The Queen of Cups. So your hope is that you get to like a really nurturing, loving, whether this is within yourself or the people around you. You just want to be and feel supported. You want to feel loved. You want to feel nurtured and respected. I'm getting a lot. So that could be your hope when it comes to your career, is just having... Are you kidding me? Between the kids and the cat, it's just never ending. I'm so sorry for all the interruptions. You just want to get to a place where you feel nurtured, you feel supported within your career. And whether that's you supporting and nurturing yourself and putting that energy into yourself, or if this is kind of what you aspire to have in a boss. If you do like working in like corporate, or you do like the security of working for someone else, but insurance, whatever it is, you want to be supported, you want to be nurtured, you don't want to be put down. You want a leader that's going to lead with respect and with heart, and not with like disrespect and condescending. You know what I mean? It's kind of the opposite of what I'm getting your current situation with your career is. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for this, hopes and fears. So with that, the fear is that you're not going to get that. You're going to end up in a situation that is the same or is worse than your current situation. I don't see that happening for you. I feel like if you put a lot of thought and intention into something, it will absolutely come to fruition. So put more energy into the hope than the fear is what I will say with that. The outcome for you, the Death card. Something is over with, something is ending, something is, and I really do feel like it's your time at this job, in this position, with this corporation. I feel like you're finally putting an end to it, putting your foot down. This is not what I want. You're putting your 2 weeks in, is what I'm getting. It's the death of the end of that cycle. It's done. It's over with. You see that? You're not giving it any more life. There's nothing left for me here, so I have to walk away, is what I'm getting. All right, guys, I'm going to do one really quickly. So we're already at 21 minutes. I'm trying to keep these between 15 and 20 minutes, but actually, you know what? We'll save this for another day because these aren't even really related to money. So why even do it? I'll save that for your guys' overall February general reading. All right, happy birthday to you all. I love you all so very much, and I hope it is the best year yet. You will be okay. You will be in a space of love and adoration quicker than you think. Have the courage to leave a situation that is shitty, and I will see you guys all next time. I love you all so much. Bye-bye.